right, we are getting set up for the final round. The Tosche station has pulled out a big lead.
It left the station.
It's been a lot of good games, though. I mean, we've seen it on our games. Tosche has won all 3 of our stream games, and all 3 have been close. Two of them coming down to where shots in the last round could have flipped the score.
Yeah.
Only one even was finalized, and that was still an exciting game. So hopefully everybody's enjoying their battles despite the lopsided score. We have the Midwest Scrub himself just joined the room. Gonna get him promoted versus my personal second favorite member of the Tosche Station team, my son Doug Howe.
We're just gonna leave it.
That was just for Doug when he listens to this later. Love you, son. He actually does make first place. It's close, but he makes first place. So yeah.
So here we've got a typical Midwest Scrub Dan Peterson Gurry, which is fully loaded, a ridiculous 106 points with outmaneuver, advanced sensors, advanced proton torpedoes, afterburners, Virago title, and shield upgrade. Hold on, I gotta take a breath.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So let's go through that a little slower just to run through it for people. So advanced sensors, of course, is fantastic. It's the sloopy barrel roll that Star Vipers do, and they have boost. So tons of options as to where he can pre-move to. And normally that loses your action, but Gurry's ability will give a focus if anybody's at range 1. So most of the time Dan's going to play that where he'll purposely bump to block one shot, take a focus for the other one. He plays it extremely well. You got the Virago, which is a shield upgrade. You've got the actual shield upgrade, so it's a tanky, hard to catch Star Viper at afterburners and outmaneuver just to make it stronger. Yeah, this is a terrifying ship to face, having faced it many times. Go ahead, Mark.
And so instead of his normal fearless fin that he brought, he was thinking maybe I'm going to run into a lot more swarmy type stuff, which has been fairly accurate.
Yeah.
And so he brought Bosk, and what he was talking about to me is he was saying he's kind of like taking a riff off of what Octocon had been running against like the man.
Hang on a second. Stop. I'm not recording.
You're not?
We're going to start over real quick.
Okay.
And welcome to round 4 of the Miniclorian. We've got the Midwest Scrub himself, Dan Peterson, taking on Doug Howe from the Tosche Station Radio in round 4. The team event is largely settled as Tosche Station has taken a nice lead. They split 2-2 last round, but Tosche Station dominated the first 2 rounds. So now it's just a matter of playing for pride. Mark, go ahead and run through the list.
All right, I'm going to run through Doug's list first since I already ran through Dan's once. All right, so
when I wasn't recording.
True story. All right, what is he naming this thing? What is this? Soon Tosche Station. All right, so Doug's bringing Soon to Your Fell, which is he's renamed to Soon Tosche Station with Predator. So dodgy ace. He's got Rear Admiral Cherno, Rack with Vader Crew and Dauntless. So he's always going to have an action if he wants it, and then he's going to steal your token or auto damage you. And he's got Fifth Brother with fairly typical nowadays passive sensors and homing missiles. Anybody who's not familiar with Fifth Bro, basically what he can do is if he has both of his force, he can, if he has an attack that hits, then he can spend both of his force to add a crit result. So the shenanigans with the homing missile is if you let them shoot the homing missile at you, then you're taking a 4-die double modified homing missile. If you elect to just take the 1 damage, it's considered hit, and then Fifth Bro gets to spend his 2 force to auto damage you.
Very, very irritating to face. The homing missile is usually just that take the single damage and, allow the 1 hit and no big deal, but auto taking hit crit is far worse.
Yes.
especially if you don't have shields. Um,
I'm going to go ahead and if you want to go over Dan's list.
I will go over Dan's list then. Dan is running his pet ship Guri, the I-5 Star Viper, who he's got outmaneuver, advanced sensors, advanced proton torpedoes for a little extra punch, afterburners, the Virago title, and a shield upgrade. So he's got a double shield upgrade on a 3 agility, 3 attack ship. And then advanced systems is incredibly good on the Star Viper with the bendy barrel rolls and the boost. His ability to pick where he's going to end up is massive, and this is Dan's baby. He's been playing it for years. He plays it extremely well. It's terrifying to face. We've all in the St. Louis area have faced it many times, and it's always a struggle. Doesn't matter what you bring. It's a challenge to face this thing. And of course, Guri's ability, giving a free focus if it's at range 1, can get around that advanced sensors, no more actions rule, because it's an acquire. So he can pre-maneuver to get where he wants, grab a free focus, be very defensive if he needs to be, or most of the time take a vicious outmaneuver shot at you. Very fat Guri, over 100 points, but it's strong. On Bosk, I can't quite read it.
I could jump in. So on Bosk, he's taking a kind of a riff off of what Octocon have been running against Nantex. So he's got auto blasters and marksmanship. He's not trying to line up the marksmanship, but the auto blasters, if they go after Guri and they give Bosk the rear, then Bosk actually gets to trigger his ability and turn crits into hits, blah blah blah, or he can do the auto damage. He's got Zam Wessel Crew, which works very similarly. Only has 2 charges as opposed to the fire spray, but the condition cards work the exact same way. It's probably just a little bit, in some ways, a little bit more limited because you can't really build up all those charges.
And it starts at 0 instead of 2, which is a big difference.
So, also Zucka's crew, if you're not familiar with Zuckus, while you perform an attack and you are not stressed, you may choose 1 defense die and gain 1 stress token. If you do, the defender must reroll that die. So basically nerfing the opponent's attacks. In the gunner slot, he's got BT1, which is while you perform an attack, you may change 1 hit to a crit result for each stress token the defender has. So how that ties into Bosk with is if you have stresses on you, then BT1 is basically going to turn any crit into 2 hits. And lastly, Deadman Switch. After you destroy it, if there are other enemy ship at range 0 to 2 or 0 to 1, 0 to 2, jeez. 0 to 1 suffers 1 damage, so basically Bosk is just going to fly at stuff and explode. And Electronic Baffle, during the end phase, you may suffer 1 damage to remove 1 red token, which is basically Bosk just saying, I don't really care if I have stress, I'm going to go ahead and burn myself down and fly at you and try to blow up and try to do as much damage as I can.
With a nice big 180 arc to get those abilities triggering. Yeah, Bosk is one of those ships that hasn't been seen much in 2.0, but now that the points have come down enough that it's showing how good it really is. It's
yeah. So looking at the early positioning, I kind of really like where Dan is right now because Bosk is just going to jam himself up there in the 5th row and say, okay, do whatever you want to do, buddy. You're not really going to hurt me that bad. Rack is actually a little bit behind on the action. Suntier, Guri's kind of okay with Suntier chasing her a little bit. It's going to have that cloud for cover for this next turn, but there's not much that
or she can
really
pre-barrel roll hard turn and end up in the middle of the board here. That ship is so unpredictable. But yeah, we can already see all the places Guri can be. He could boost here ahead of time and end up like in front of where Bosk is sitting now quite easily. He could turn back around.
So I'd imagine Bosk is just going to do like a kind of gentle 1 bank say, okay, I'll shoot a Soontir if he gets dumb and comes over here. I'll shoot 5th Bro and suck up whatever damage. I mean, if he wants to use his homing missiles against me, fine.
Oh, and that's exactly what Doug was guessing, I guess, was hoping that 180 arc would miss. That's not going to happen, though, unless he hard turned. Oh, and he did not.
He just going for it. He says, 5th Bro, I've got Bosk and I got Guri. I would like you to be removed.
Let's joust. Rack getting slowed down a little there by bumping. Yeah, we'll see how far Guri gets ahead, because 5th Brother's defensive enough to shake off Bosk's shot for the most part, but he doesn't want to take multiple shots. It doesn't look like he will this round.
So, Guri doing her little Mindy shenanigans.
But yeah, this feels like it's a little misplayed by Doug as far as, I think he's thrilled having them go after 5th Brother in the corner, but his other guns aren't quite up where he wants them to be.
No, although Soontir, does not quite have Guri.
It'll be next turn that matters, though. Hell. They're only trading one shot each for now.
Yeah, but the thing is, Guri can just turn right back around and ensure, I promise that Guri can make sure that Soontir does not have a shot on her this next turn.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so now we got Bosk shooting in the 5th Bro. So I get the whole BT1 in the gunner slot, but I'm surprised that's not Greedo instead. So Bosk
Plenty of evades.
2 hits.
Greedo's certainly a common choice. I guess these guys know each other going in. If you're confident you're going to face a lot of higher PS stuff, Greedo backfires on you. If Bosk is shooting first, it's just fantastic. It's usually worth the risk because you don't mind Bosk taking a beating if he can give some back sometimes. But
so I'm trying to figure out what happened here with Zam. Zam didn't get Bosk didn't get shot at. It didn't look like Doug shot at Bosk.
Did Doug not take a shot? Only one set of dice was rolled. That's weird.
Yeah, but wouldn't Zam have recovered both? Here, I'm going to check and see what happened here. I'm going to go check on it on then.
Okay.
Because it looks like the...
Oh, if he had the "You Will Thank Me" and he never got shot, he could get a bonus attack at the end, but because he has no charges, he couldn't actually do it. So, yeah, I'm sure Mark's figuring that out now, but in essence, the bonus attack did trigger at the end of the round, but there were no charges to actually fire it. We just had this card on stream last round for somebody watching this on YouTube. You've got the 2 Zam conditions. The one lets you build up charges every time you're shot. You gain a charge, and you gain a target lock. If you're never attacked that round, you can do a bonus attack at the end of the round, but it costs you 2 charges. And that's the card that Dan had down now. He never got shot. He never gained charges. He flips the card at the end. He can do a bonus attack, but again, he has no charges to do that.
Right.
His other option on the conditions is when he defends, it immediately flips, and he can do a bonus attack against the attacker, a Dengar type effect. And that also costs 2 charges. And then that recovers charges at the end of the round if you were never attacked. So it's a little tricky, it's a little mind gamey, but mostly think of it as one charges you when you get shot, and the other threatens a bonus attack when you get shot. And you don't know which one they've put out until you shoot them. Okay. I was running through a mark, but I think you got it figured out.
Yeah, well, I'm so used to it on the fire spray from playing Matt that he almost always had charges available to him, so he was always doing his bonus attack.
Yep. Okay,
Right.
so boss turns in. He's going to trade some shots with Rack. Guri and Fifth Brother are staring each other down. We're going to have a target lock. We're going to get a focus from the ability.
She's going to go ahead and get her Torp off, but
that
not
is going to be
before
the Torp.
Suntir is going to have a Predator focus shot into him. Oh,
Yep.
and the boost fits.
And the boost fits without even having to stress, because you're going to get your focus anyway. But boss can shoot you, so there was some risk there if boss arc catches him. Nope, not when you barrel roll. So no more bullseye, but he's playing it safe, making sure he doesn't get shot.
Yeah, you're still just getting a free shot in here. That's fine.
I'm sure he's disappointed that because he has the bullseye lined up perfectly. Chance for a big shot there, but.
All right, let's see what Suntir does against Guri. He does have 2 shots going on here. 2 hits.
Oh, good natties. Threatening shot.
And Guri says, "Oh crap! How confident are you that you can remove Fifth Bro in this shot?" That's what he's considering right now. I think he's got to take it. Yeah, I agree with this.
He does take him. I don't disagree.
Yeah, because he's got to make sure this shot is meaningful if he's going to do the Torp.
And the Torp is coming. So that's a 5 die. He's got the target lock. He's got the focus. Does he want to spend on both dice? Nope, just the blank.
Oh, that's... So
3 for sure.
Yep, he's spinning it. 2 hits, 2 crits. Fifth Bro says, "How about just a shield, bro?"
Natty's back.
Ow.
Doesn't even cost him any resources. Single shield.
Fifth Bro with range 1.
And Guri took damage and spent all his mods. That's a rough. This could go badly.
This could go bad real quick. Oh,
okay, that helps.
Just 1 crit. Worst case scenario is last shield, and it is the last shield off of Guri.
Guri just got the worst of that exchange, but not crippled.
So this is one thing I can say. Oh, we're still got a boss cut. Wait. Oh, Fifth Bro spends his...
Oh, he spends his 2 force.
Spends his ability.
Okay, that's worse.
That is, now it's super bad. Super bad for Dan.
Is that a disabled power regulator?
Yes, because that's all we do. We just disabled all the power regulators.
Yeah, we took all the directs out and put interesting crits in before the podcast.
Guri's like, "This is fine. What about you, Bosk? What are you going to do?"
Oh, boy.
What is going on? Okay. So Doug thinks that they're already in phase, and Dan's like, wait. I haven't lost yet. I still got Bosk.
That is a 106-point Guri that just took 4 damage and did 1.
Yes.
Exactly what he's not supposed to do.
So spend the focus.
Bosk throws 3 hits, 1 reinforce block, a couple of plinks on Rack for a little bit of feel better. So yeah, technically that was 3 damage for 4, but the 4 was exactly where you did not want it.
Yeah, and that
a meaningful crit.
That worked out amazing for Doug because he didn't even have to do any of the Suntir stuff. So he didn't have to threaten Suntir, and you've got Guri in a position that she just can't do the dancing and punching in at the same time anymore. Not really. Bosk has got both Suntir and Fifth Bro in his rear view. Fifth Bro probably does. Looks like the 1 hard just fits. Fifth Bro just sits right there. Says, "I'm going to punch you in the back, Bosk."
Yeah. Guri can do something like a 5 straight boost, link into a calculate, clear the stress on the ion maneuver anyway.
Oh, he banked in. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Doug and Dan. They're both cast with our dials too, so we're not gonna have time to actually analyze the game.
Yeah, and we need time. Oh, I don't know about that. Bosk. Moving fast.
Bosk thinking a block? And Rack's like, no, I'm an ace. A decimator.
And that's going to get Vadered and shot. And,
okay. Yeah. Can't blame him there. You go ahead and Vader and shoot there. I was thinking he might rotate his arc just to put the Vader scare into Guri. Guri might be able to dance.
I think, are we on Guri? He's figuring out what to do here.
Yeah. Too much. Yeah, he's doing advanced sensors.
He's going for violence.
That's all he, yeah. He didn't
that dodges 2 arcs. He's only getting shot once. Unfortunately, it's going to probably be a vicious Soontir shot. No. Oh.
Nope.
Can the barrel roll fit?
The barrel roll's going to fit.
You can focus barrel roll just in case, but I think...
yeah, you definitely focused in the barrel roll because Bosk is right there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's going to fit.
Oh, yeah,
and,
perfect.
Range 1 Predator focus shot.
Poor Guri. Poor Guri.
Guri
Soontir and Guri get a focus, yeah. So he's going to need those green dice to finally come through.
So we got Rack Trigger into Bosk. Takes the damage.
Takes the damage, keeps his focus, okay. The Ace of Legend.
Predator?
Yep.
3 focuses.
4 focuses.
4 focuses. Guri's going to take at
Valuable
least 1.
focus token as you'll ever see.
And we'll take 1.
And that's not a disaster. No other shots coming, that's okay.
So, oof.
Rack first. Oh, that is.
Jeez. This is a bloodbath.
We have had 3 close games. We may not have a 4th unless something drastic happens here.
So the Zam trigger. This cover 1, acquire a lock. And roll for the evade. Gets none. So then Bosk is now 2 shields and 2 hull. Oh, the humanity.
Indeed.
Alright, Guri shooting into Rack. Whatever Guri gets. Guri would prefer to get more. We'll spin the target lock. And gets 1 hit. Take that, Rack.
Yay.
Jeez. You know. Oh, passive sensors. Oh, there's going to be a homing missile going into... What are you doing, Doug? He's just throwing his crap around.
I love doing that too. You try to flip something and you roll it instead. I'm good at that.
All right. We've got a homing missile.
Nope, he's rolling 2 dice. He must be saving it.
No. He's just doing a primary. 2 hits. 1 evade. Look at Bosk.
Bosky, evadey Bosk. But looks like that's half points.
That is half points. Is it half points? Yeah, it's half points. Bosk is like, oh yeah? I want to get Soontir. How about this?
You need some good fortune here, but that's what happens when you get behind. You need to cut your break. And no, 2.
Not getting any crits.
Some blanks. Nope. Soontir being
Soontir
Soontiri.
Nah.
Shrugs it off.
So after that nightmare, so having played against Dan in this Guri a lot, I will say that having an I6 against Guri means a lot. Just a whole lot. Like she can put herself in situations where like she could have turned around and made sure Soontir wasn't shooting at her,
Yes.
which maybe should have been what was done there. Because Bosk is supposed to be like taking all the shots and be the meat. But against I6, especially a double reposition I6, they're okay. They get blocked by her, and whenever he doesn't have a puncher like Finn in the list that can just remove a ship in one shot. Um, it does like Bosk. I understand why he brought Bosk, and against like swarmy stuff, Bosk is probably fantastic. Like against like Newt or something like that, it's probably better than a dancing Finn or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But against this setup right here, is Soontir is just going to go ahead and hunt Guri, and Guri can't be in the side arc of Rack because of Vader. It's just free damage.
Yeah, Dan's running with a 26-point bid. His I5 is basically an I6. He's going to be after every I5 out there.
Yeah.
So the sixes are his problem, and the general idea of running Finn with this Guri is that Finn goes after the sixes,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the only job Finn has, and lets Guri take care of the rest of the list. So yeah.
And presumably, if he's thinking he's facing more swarm stuff, like he knows Smiddle for this might have brought Finn. He knows Doug does a lot of AC stuff. But he might have just, he knows that Newt is more of a beef swarm type player, and he knows that Greg has been playing a whole lot of separatists. So he might have been like, maybe this is better. This is a better chance, but sure isn't seeming like it right now.
And I honestly felt like Tosche had an advantage coming in from a preparation standpoint. The Midwest Scrubcast is kind of the core of the Friday night group,
Mm-hmm.
and that got canceled 3 or 4 weeks ago with the COVID spike, and I think that kind of took the air out of them playing.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that Matt has been the only one that's probably played like any games prior to like Wednesday of this last week.
Yeah.
Of hitting the Scrubcast.
And I played Emily this week in a practice game, and she'd gotten a couple in more than that, but yeah, it's just one of those things that caught them kind of in a down point, and they started prepping this week, but I think they also made some decisions on lists that, okay, let's try this, but it's not fully prepared, and yeah, doesn't mean it doesn't work out for you sometimes, but it's not this time.
Oh, is that a Vader trigger on
That is
Guri?
a Vader trigger on Guri. Sad
And,
Guri is sad, down to 1.
And that is before Guri gets her focus?
Yep.
Yes.
Because of player order. They're both 5s, and Doug's first player. So, probably same difference. She doesn't want to take that range 1 shot without the focus either. So.
I don't even know what's... Okay, so there's... Wait, Bosk has a lock on somebody?
Bosk gets a lock on...
It's Zam. It's supposed to be
okay.
After you defend. He's just doing it now.
Gotcha. You are correct.
Alright, so that's the shot from Soontir. Ooh, yeah, you just... The heck with it. Like, even... like, Rack can probably finish this game now. He doesn't even need Soontir around. 1 evade for Bosk, so he takes 2 hits, 2 crit, or 2 hits, 1 crit. And structural damage.
Oh.
Bosk is like, who's the decimator now, Rack?
Which now means that 5th brother could kill off Bosk, and Rack could kill off Guri, and this game could be over.
Yep. Oh, going into Bosk. Interesting.
With Rack?
Looks
okay,
like
so he wants to guarantee that he gets that ship off the board. I don't hate that. I don't know that I would have done it, but I don't hate it. 3 ships against Guri feels good.
Direct. It's a console fire, so that might kill Bosk in this.
Oh,
when boss
yeah.
engages.
Nothing going right for Dan.
Dan has no shot with Curry, and now this is the 5th pro shot.
Yep.
Ben's. What is he doing here? What did he do there?
I think he was just saying it was final.
Oh, yeah, because he didn't have any dice.
But Bosk is on the board because they're both 4s, right? Fifth brother's
Yep.
a 4.
So Bosk will get to shoot. You gotta try to get lucky and just kill Soontir right here.
Kill Soontir, make us feel good. Yeah, you're still in trouble with the full rack, but 4 dice.
One more.
4
there
dice.
We go.
Yep. Nice.
Got a lock.
Oh. Yep. Lock doesn't help. Didn't get a crit, sadly.
It's a blank out. Nope.
Oh, if he could have got a crit in there, it would have been the game. Killed Soontir.
Yeah, definitely not the game.
Yeah, no, not the game. Dead Man Switch. Did we even go over that? He's got Dead Man Switch.
Yes, I did. And Fifth Row takes the damage.
Bosk kills the Ace of Legend. Oh, and this shows you though, if Guri doesn't take that, what happened to him like that? You know, if Guri doesn't get pounded, this is a scary game now. Guri moves after these two, but of course now it's just the reality is one lucky plink finishes it. But
so the question really is, how hard does Dan try now? Because actually, I have a fair amount of faith in him that he could win this game. Fifth Bro has lost both of his shields. Rack, obviously, is a problem. Probably just like turns. Probably does some arc rotating or something like that. So you can't ever approach him from the Vader side.
Mm-hmm. The Vader crew is a big difference because that can devastate things. But
kind of all the difference. Yeah.
If Guri is like shields down right now, I'm like completely debating who's even in better shape. If Guri's around half.
Yeah.
I just think it's going to be tough to do this much without taking one back. But let's get Guri gets Fifth Brother off the board. All of a sudden, it becomes a legitimate every round positioning and see what happens.
Yeah, so I'm going to guess a one hard to the left dialed in by Dan here because that's something where
I was expecting him to run away to the right just to get away from Rack and then try to tango with Fifth Brother.
Generally do that. Like I can totally see him, depending on where Rack puts his arc, you could end up doing the bendy barrel roll and then one hard. Oh, we did a one hard to the right. Well, I knew it was a one hard. Or did I?
So now does he barrel roll? Or is he out of Rack's arc?
He is currently out of Rack's arc, but yeah, he's got to get the outmaneuver. He gets the focus. He's no longer out of Rack's arc. So Rack might get the kill shot.
It should be out of Vader range.
Yes, definitely out of Vader range. So a range 3.
I get to throw some dice at him.
Ooh, natties! That is not what Guri wants to see.
It was double modded, but
Guri needs all. Okay. Oof. She's not happy about having to use that, but
agreed.
Jeez, that would have been gross. All right, so now Guri just needs some natties.
And no luck.
One hit. Outmaneuvered. It's only 2 dice. No damage into.
No problem. Fifth Brother does not burn force.
Nope.
Not this
game. So, Guri's 100% doing a one hard to the left.
Okay. Seems likely. Fifth brother
Uh,
engages. Does it matter?
I don't think so. Doesn't have a crit on him, so I don't know how that would matter.
Or was that ping? He
God.
may have been pinging his dials are set. This is Doug. He's
Yeah, that's
fast.
true. Wait, what just happened? I think you need to do an undo there, Dan. Just barrel roll for no reason. Advanced sensors barrel roll. Wait, what? Is this during system phase?
No, it's not. I don't know what he's doing there.
No,
It wasn't free information because you just came from there.
All right, so rack. Interesting.
Oh, I love this because
because he can homing missiles shot from there.
the double force.
Boy. Oh, I didn't even notice they had taken a lock there.
The double force left means
That
he
means
can just
Gary
force
has
the
to.
crit.
All right, so if he did the one hard to the left like I think he did, he's bendy barrel roll. He does the one hard, and then he does a boost to try to get some cloud action going on here.
He's going to end up out of arc of fifth brother.
Actually, even better. God, he's so gross at this. Oh, it's a too hard. Damn it, Dan. Quit proving me wrong.
Now
I think
he
he's trying to
should get his focus, and he's not going to get shot at all.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I said. It's like it depends on how much Dan cares. if he's like, you know what, I think I need to try to get this win, I would actually have a relative amount of confidence that he could come back and actually get this win. But it's going to take some patience and some real thinking through everything.
Yeah, and I don't know that he's concerned about the win so much as these two guys like each other and have a good time playing.
Yeah.
And he probably didn't want to throw in the towel. He probably wants to play it out. And
all right, so free damage, 2 damage into rack. So that gets shields down and 1 damage card. Then we are back to dials, which will probably be set in about 13 seconds. So rack just probably banks and rotates arc, right? Or does rack kind of float away? No, I think you gotta. I don't know.
He could do a 3 bank and point backwards and say, where are you going to go, Guri?
Yeah, but the thing is, I've been there. I've been right there with Guri, and she can almost always find a way. And I've had so many times where he would just dodge Ray's arc. Doesn't matter what side it's on a regular basis.
Yep.
The closer he is, the more lethal he is.
Boy, I really liked that fifth brother move, but Dan had it covered.
Yeah, he did.
This is still a terrifying ship. He doesn't even need to clear this stress. Of course, he can one hard clear stress anyway. But fifth brother is threatening to win the game just by putting a shot on, right?
Yep.
Because he doesn't even have to hit to do his ability. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, no, he does have to hit. If it hits.
If it hits.
Yes.
Okay. So he does have to get so the force don't matter for that.
Yeah, I kind of like this because this says, well, you can't get behind me. Basically, between rack and fifth bro, they've covered all the vectors that there's any chance for Guri to go to.
That is nice.
So the question is, well, Dan, if he did the one hard, what does he do here? He bendy barrel rolls back, or does something where he's at range 1, so he's not receiving a homing missile. That's what he has to try to engineer here. Oh, I don't know.
And he's Invader's arc.
Oh, that is it. That is the kill.
So he gets he gets the Vader first.
He gets the Vader first.
Vader triggers first.
He puts him upside down.
Oh.
No.
I would have loved to seen that go a little longer because we were getting to start to see what Dan can really do with that Guri.